Hello. So, I'm going to briefly discuss the life of a leasing consultant. The current position that I hold, I am a senior leasing professional, and that just means I've been in it for a little while. I've accumulated a certain number of sales, which led me up in my particular company. Some companies may hire you in as a leasing consultant, and that's all you are, and you just go up to manager, leasing manager, or excuse me, leasing manager, assistant, and manager. But with my particular company, there's just different levels that you can take on. So I'm a leasing professional, and I began to be a leasing consultant in the year of 2010. I was in my teens. I was initially working in retail, and I actually wanted a sit down job. And because I want to sit down job, I was just walking with my friend and I passed by this one place and I said, let me go and apply. And I applied, no experience, and that is where I began. After I graduated, I worked in my field of social work, but then when I moved again, I was like, I already know how to do leasing, so if I'm going to be moving to the city, I can use my skills that I already know and get an apartment at a discounted rate. So that's what I did, and I'm not gonna say I got sucked into it, but that is what I'm currently doing, um, and it's really, really doing good for me. So it's something that could be for you or could not be for you. When you are a leasing consultant, you must have customer service. That is just number one, customer service. You must secondly have sales skills. So you will get paid an hourly rate. Aside from your hourly rate, you will receive bonuses. Different companies have different structures on how you would get paid. You may get a certain percentage of that lease. Some may pay you a strict amount, maybe $50 per lease or on up from that, but you will receive bonuses. Your bonuses is up to your company once again on when you get paid. With my particular company, once I lease that apartment, I have to wait to receive that bonus until that individual has moved in, signed or leased, and it has taken occupancy of the apartment home. So one, customer service. Two, sales skills. Three, of course, you must be organized and have you just admin and clerical. You're going to be doing a lot of multitasking. When I say multitasking, get prepared to get interrupted every single day at your work. Yes, you have a desk. Yes, you have your own telephone. Yes, you have everything here in your own little mini office. In your company, you may have a shared office with other agents and the managers have their own office, or you may actually have your own office, but just get prepared to always be leaving your desk, answering the phone, getting interrupted in an important phone call or voicemail because it's high demand. So my typical day in leasing looks like this. I am at my desk. I am responding to emails. I am checking voicemails. A resident comes in and may have a resident complaint, or maybe just want to talk about the day that they've had so far in the morning time. Or they want a package and they just come into the office and they said package, no hello, no nothing. You deal with lots of people. So you're gonna deal with people that are happy, they're sad, they're angry, they're rude, they're friendly. But most of the time, when you read reviews or hear about reviews, just in general, you go to a restaurant and maybe you want to see, or before you go to a restaurant, you want to see if it's good or not. Most of the reviews you may see may be bad because people are just more prone to talk about a bad experience than having a good one. So, same thing, when something is not going right in that person's life, or particularly their apartment home, they're gonna come to you because that is their home. Aside from spending most of your time at work, you're gonna spend the remaining of your time at home. And when you spend the remaining of your time at home and something is not going right and you're spending a good amount of money, or maybe a decent amount of money on your rent, and your dishwasher disposal is not working, or your washer and dryer, or your cat or dog did something to the blinds and you want us to fix it, guess what? We're gonna hear about it. So you're in leasing professional world, just make sure that you have those things. As far as apparel goes, you must be business professional. Your particular company may have a dress code. Mine has strict colors of black, white, and gray. And then sometimes we can wear color on certain days as long as we're correlating. So just make sure that you are business professional, have a comfortable pair of shoes because you will be doing tours. What I mean by tours is, just like you say you're looking for an apartment or you're looking for a house. You go into the apartment leasing office or you go to your realtor's office and they're going to be doing a lot of walking with you. As you're doing these walks, you may have a golf cart, depending on the style of the community. It could be garden style, where you're driving to different buildings, or you could have a mid-rise or a high-rise where you're actually just walking to all your points. What you're going to do is you're going to sit them down, take down their information, maybe inquire why they're looking for an apartment home, what they're looking for in an apartment home, and make sure you have great listening skills. When you capture their name, remember that name. That's a key point in sales. To use that person's name, it kind of captures their attention. Maybe you have talked too much, and when you mention their name, they're gonna snap back into it. They've been apartment hunting, they've heard all these many things about their maintenance, about the pool, about this, about that, about how you're different from the other companies. It's all gonna sound the same, but just make sure you point out why your particular community is different from all the others, and why they should lease, because you want that lease, you want that money. So when that person walks in, yes, you see a person. Yes, you want to make them happy. And yes, you want to make you and your bank account and your purse and your wallet happy as well. So when you're doing these tours, you're going to be doing a lot of talking. Try to hold back on talking so much and just actually listen. When you're doing sales, people like to talk about them. So kind of inquire, kind of get them to open up. I've had different type of tours where the person is so talkative, and I've had tours where it's been a great conversation. You almost want to be friends with that person. And I've had tours where they just completely just sucked. I mean, I've had a tour where, somebody would bring their kid, and their kid was terrible. They touched everything. They touched you. They're crying. They're running ahead of you. They're tripping you. They're doing the most. And the type of person I am, I'm going to pretty much tell you to get your child together. Or you just kind of play it off and try to, act with the kids. Or I've had tours where, the people just didn't talk at all. And when they don't talk at all, it's just kind of quiet. Kind of like just now, and they're just the most awkward tours. So I know sometimes I've had setbacks where I wasn't leasing. I had my hourly, but I wasn't receiving leasing. I looked over at my coworkers, and they were doing such an amazing job, and I'm like, what is it with me? What am I doing wrong? So that is pretty much the life of leasing. Your customer service, your sales, your organization, your ability to follow up with prospects, just calling up, seeing how they're doing, follow up emails, and smiling, just smiling all the time. And this is just the profession. I work in luxury apartment homes. There's apartment homes where there may be a class B or under, and I work in class A. And usually class A just requires a lot. So some companies really require a lot of you, and it's kind of overwhelming and frustration at times, because you may feel like you're not getting the pay that you should be getting for the services that you provide and how people may talk to you. But we live in a world with different kind of people, and that's just gonna happen. Some people have made a career of this. My regional, who was over the territory, or part of the territory of Atlanta, starting in leasing when she was young. She had a whole different career, and most of us are college graduates with bachelors and masters, and we've all had an idea of what we would do, and we just ended up in this. And it's not a hard job to do, but you may make this a career. You may get stuck in it, or you may just go into it, get a discounted apartment, use it for what it has for you, get your money, and get the heck up out of there. That may be you. So this is just a quick video on what to expect when being a leasing professional. So good luck to you if you're going for the job. Best wishes to you if you've been doing it and maybe just needed some pointers. Just look into sales, read closing lines, take notes, request feedback from your colleagues, from your manager, and do lots of studying on how you can make this better. So good luck. Have a great rest of your day.